Labor Committee to order. We have Senate File 3193, Senator McEwen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. It's my pleasure today to present to the Senate Labor Committee Senate File 3193. And this bill, members, is the Workers' Compensation Advisory Council Recommendations Bill. So this is a consensus bill between labor and industry worked on in conjunction with the department to really hammer out any differences and changes that people want to see in our workers' compensation system. And I do have an amendment or two, I believe, that I'd like to offer to make sure that the bill is in the shape that we need it to be in. And then we have our Commissioner of Labor and Industry here to tell us about a little bit more about the bill.
Thank you, Senator McEwen. Is it the A1 amendment? The A23-0134 amendment?
Yes, it's a very odd number for an amendment. That is correct, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Any discussion?
And that amendment, Mr. Chair, contains the that agreed upon language. So we had taken part of the bill had already been in the Commerce Committee, and so now we're kind of putting the bill to making sure all the parts are there.
Okay. Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Okay, the amendment passes. Senator McEwen.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And now I do also have an A1 amendment with a technical correction.
Okay. Discussion on the A1 amendment. Okay, seeing none. Those in favor of the A1 amendment, say aye.
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 Those opposed, say nay. The A1 amendment passes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And with that, I see Senator Grunhagen just came in, and just so that everyone is aware, this is the Workers' Compensation Advisory Council bill. Again, it has broad support from labor and from industry, and I believe there should be also a letter or two of support in our packets as well. Giving people some background about the support for the bill as well. And with that, I'll turn it over to the Commissioner.
Welcome, Commissioner Blissenbach.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, members of the committee. My name is Nicole Blissenbach, and I'm the Commissioner of the Department of Labor and Industry. I am pleased to talk about the bill before you today. This is a bill that adopts recommendations made by the Workers' Compensation Advisory Council, and I can quickly walk through the bill as well. So Article 1 has to do with workers' compensation self-insurance. It amends Chapter 79A regarding procedures at the Department of Commerce related to bankruptcy of a self-insurer. Article 2 addresses system efficiencies, and it amends Chapter 176 to generate greater efficiencies in the workers' compensation system. This article has 10 sections, including provisions for certifying disputes at DLI and outlining a charge structure for copies of electronic medical records. Article 3 addresses permanent partial disability schedule, and it amends the permanent partial disability schedule in Chapter 176, resulting in increased payments to injured workers with permanent impairments. The amendment also requires the Work Comp Advisory Council in 2026 and every other year thereafter consider the adequacy of compensation for permanent impairment. Article 4 has to do with the hospital outpatient fee schedule. It amends Chapter 176 to provide for reductions to the hospital outpatient fee schedule over a period of 3 years. It repeals a provision describing the criteria that must be met for the reductions to occur. Article 5 has to do with post-traumatic stress disorder, and it requires the commissioner to conduct a study identifying systemic or regulatory changes that may improve the experience and outcomes of employees with work-related post-traumatic stress disorder, and it includes a $500,000 appropriation for the commissioner to contract with a third party to complete all, part or all of the study and hire additional staff to support. And then Article 6, the final article, it contains housekeeping provisions. It amends Chapter 176 to make various technical changes. And as Senator McEwen mentioned, this bill is the result of a lot of hard work by the Work Comp Advisory Council members, as well as stakeholders who were in attendance and participating throughout the committee or council hearings since the beginning of the year. So a lot of effort and work went into this bill. You will see a letter signed by the lead for the council, or Chamber of Commerce, sorry, and the lead for the AFL-CIO, who both participate as members of the Work Comp Advisory Council, showing their support of the bill. The bill passed unanimously out of the council.
Thank you, Commissioner Blissenbach. Any discussion? Senator Dornick.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So I just wanted to thank you for your work, Commissioner, and all those who are involved. It's really nice to have Peace in the Valley, and so it's been nice to meet you and work with you, and just want to thank you for your work.
Further discussion? All right, if not, Senator McEwen.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you, members, very much. Thank you, Commissioner, and we're grateful to all of the members of the Workers' Comp Advisory Council for all of the work that they put in over many meetings to reach that peace in the valley and to hammer out differences to reach an agreement like this. It's very, very important and very valuable to the people of our state. So with that, Mr. Chair, I would make the motion that Senate File 3193 as amended be recommended to pass and re-referred to the Finance Committee.
Senator McEwen moves Senate File 3193 as amended. Those in favor, say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. The bill passes.
Thank you very much.
And with that, we will adjourn the Labor Committee.